Hey guys, I miss you guys so much and I'm so sorry that I couldn't be there today. But instead, I figured I could just read you guys a story. Okay, so we've been talking about fairy tales, and this week we're talking about fractured fairy tales. So I want you to take a second, pause the video, and tell Miss Dana and Mac 6 things about fairy tales and fractured fairy tales. Go ahead. Great. So did you guys think of some awesome things? Okay, so there could have been magic, witches, good versus evil, all these things that you guys are thinking about. Well, now I'm going to read you a story that's a fractured fairy tale. And I really feel like you guys enjoy Little Red Riding Hood and the Three Bears. So here we go. All right, so this story today is called Red Riding Hood Meets the Three Bears. Now, what do you guys think this story is going to be about? Do you think it's going to be about Goldilocks and the Three Bears, like the same thing, or do you think it's going to be different? I think it's going to be pretty close to the same. They're just combining the stories. All right, here we go. One sunny morning, Little Red Riding Hood packed up a basket of cupcakes and left to visit her grandma. Stay on the path and don't go off into the woods, her mom warned. The big bad wolf lives there. I will, said Little Red Riding Hood. Okay, we all know from the old story that Little Red Riding Hood does not stay on the path. But the path was overgrown, and soon Little Red Riding Hood was lost. She didn't notice Goldilocks walking in the other direction. The big bad wolf was happy. 2 little girls lost in the woods, he muttered with a sly grin. More food for me. Then he went after Goldilocks. Little Red Riding Hood finally arrived at a small cottage. Oh, she gasped. That's strange. I thought Grandma lived in a blue house. Maybe she painted it. The door was open. Little Red Riding Hood went inside. Grandma, she called. Where are you? Uh-oh, what does that look like on the door? 3 bowls of porridge, said Little Red Riding Hood. What a big breakfast you have, Grandma. Little Red Riding Hood cleaned up and put away the bowls of porridge. Then she got out her cupcakes and put them on a plate. Grandma, she called. Where are you? Little Red Riding Hood went to look in the living room. What big chairs you have, Grandma, she said. It was strange. Grandma had painted the house, bought 3 new chairs. Little Red Riding Hood looked all around for her grandma. Grandma, she called. Where are you? Then Little Red Riding Hood went upstairs to see if Grandma was taking a nap. She opened the door and looked inside the bedroom. She saw 3 new beds. My, what a loud snore you have, Grandma, said Little Red Riding Hood. She turned on the light and shouted, shout it with me, wake up! The 3 bears woke up. Little Red Riding Hood screamed and ran downstairs. The 3 bears ran after her. Don't be scared, called Mother Bear. Cupcakes, said Baby Bear when he saw the plate on the table. They're for my grandma, said Little Red Riding Hood. You've come to the wrong house, said Father Bear. The 3 bears took Little Red Riding Hood through the woods to her grandma's house. But when they arrived, Little Red Riding Hood gasped, oh no, the big bad wolf was about to eat Grandma and Goldilocks. Just then, the 3 bears gave a great big, say it with me, roar. The big bad wolf screamed and ran away. Well, said Grandma, that was a strange day. At least we still have cupcakes, said Little Red Riding Hood. Then let's finish the day with a tea party, said Grandma. And that's what they did. All right, guys, what did you think of that story? That was definitely a fractured fairy tale. They put 2 stories together and made it one. So now I want you guys to tell me, or to tell Miss Dana and Mac, the differences between the 3 stories. Goldilocks and the 3 Bears and Red Riding Hood. What were the differences between those stories and the one we read today? And pause the video and do that. Y'all are really going to enjoy these videos. So y'all love watching videos of me. So Here we go. Now I want you guys to go write your own Goldilocks and Three Bears story. They're going to pass out papers and put you in your small groups. Y'all have fun. Can't wait to see your stories. Bye, guys.